this idea of transitioning from a chemical or fossil fuel economy into a bioeconomy and potentially look after our planet excites me a lot. My name is Esteban Marcellin. I'm a group leader at the Australian Institute for Bioengineering and Nanotechnology. Our work is mainly about engineering cells for the production of fuels, chemicals and biopharmaceuticals. I'm talking about bacteria, but we can also use mammalian cells. So our research is about optimizing the metabolism of these bacteria, that is, inserting certain genes that will make the bacteria produce more of the product of interest, or removing some genes that are detrimental for production. And what we're trying to do is use cell lines or living organisms for the production of these metabolites. The bioeconomy is this idea of trying to produce chemicals, fuels and pharmaceuticals using biological systems. So that is cell lines that will enable us to produce goods where we can get economic return and try to shift from a fossil fuel economy into a biologically driven manufacturing of goods. Most of our research has been translational, so a lot of our work is in partnership with companies that use the findings that we achieve. So we're working with LanzaTech, a company that is converting greenhouse gases into fuels and chemicals, and many of the tools that we have developed here are currently in use at LanzaTech for improving their system of production. If you imagine, nowadays we dig a hole, we take fossil fuels from the ground, sometimes we use it once or twice, and then we put it in landfills. In the end, we generate a lot of greenhouse gases that are obviously detrimental for the environment. So the idea of our research is to turn this gas into chemicals and fuels by feeding the greenhouse gases to bacterial systems that are able to transform these greenhouse gases into chemicals and fuels. So if you look at, for example, agricultural solid waste or municipal solid waste or even industrial waste, what they all have in common is that they can be gasified. So they can be turned into CO2 and carbon monoxide. What we normally do nowadays is we release them into the atmosphere, and then of course we increase the temperature of our planet. So the idea is to capture these gases, put them into a bioreactor, and the bacteria will convert them into fuels and chemicals, which then we can actually recycle carbon over and over.